It is 7 a.m. in the morning time on this Saturday morning, August 15th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Saturday Morning News on this Saturday morning, August 15th, 2020. Got good morning to you all this lovely Saturday morning, August 15th, 2020. It is 7 a.m. and 66 degrees in Naughton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 7 a.m. on this Saturday morning is Postal Service warns 46 states their voters could be disenfranchised by delayed mail-in ballots. Kamala Harris changes the race while Trump tells on himself. Any attempt to get coronavirus herd immunity would lead to massive death tolls, Fauci warns. Man wanted in connection with ranch fire in California is believed to be found, police said. As California firefighters fear a heat wave and wind will intensify massive Los Angeles blaze. Despite Trump tweets, Americans still face weeks before more stimulus money arrives. An immediate area near Hanging Lake in Colorado not impacted by wildfire as Grizzly Lake fire grows to 14,663 acres as of Friday morning. Sweltering heat is shattering records and triggering power outages across California. Canon Henan's death draws more than $560,000 in donations for the North Carolina family. While the family of a 5-year-old boy killed in North Carolina says the suspect was a neighbor for 8 years. Robert Trump, Donald's brother, seriously ill in New York hospital. Ex-FBI lawyer Kevin Klansman will plead guilty to false found Russia probe talk. Montecito, the super wealthy enclave. Harry and Meghan now call home. Trump's Israel UAE peace deal is good news. Democrats admit to Bill Maher. EU prepares new Belarus sanctions amid call for weekend protests. British holidaymakers in France told to immediately return home or face 14-day quarantine. Japan's Shinzo Abe on World War II anniversary vows not to repeat war, sends offering the shrine. ER physicians in Austin, Texas report a number of cases of severe maiming injuries, including skull fractures, brain hemorrhages, and broken jaws, and young protesters hit by beanbag rounds fired by police. $400 unemployment supplement will be the $300 for most and won't arrive soon. California Uber rides come to a stop, but UB still has a green light. NASA telescope uncovers the cause of Pentecostal's mysterious dimming. Canary in a coal mine as Greenland ice has shrunk beyond return, study finds. First COVID-19 vaccine volunteers in the U.S. describe their experience, side effects as San Francisco Bay Area launches its trials. U.S. to make coronavirus strain for possible human challenge trials. Peter Channel News Time, 7:04, 4 minutes after 7 a.m. in the morning time. Controversy and comfort levels as people try to emerge from quest put some relationships at risk. The South Coast Community Foundation has given 34 area non-profit organizations a total of $1.26 million in partnership with the Massachusetts COVID-19 Relief Fund. The news that salon could reopen in Massachusetts brought a mix of emotions at the Strand Salon and Spa in Mansfield. Though There was both excitement about getting back to business and nervousness over what business would be like under the new safety guidelines to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Owner Alexandria Gussetti posted on the salon's Facebook page that there have been no COVID cases since reopened 10 weeks ago. The salon has 13 staff members who have provided nearly 1,700 services. We are doing all the necessary precautions required of us. We take our time to properly clean and sanitize our salons and tools, she said. If we are all clean and do everything right, then the salon is a safe environment for people to come into. Strand Salon has one client in the salon per service provider. As clients wait in their car and are called to come in, all of the stations are 6 feet apart with dividers in between, and employees wear masks and protective gear and change uniforms and gloves with every client. The staff at Luxury Susan Salon in Attleboro spent 6 weeks painting and cleaning and make sure that they ordered the personal protective equipment. Stylist Kimberly Olsen saw other salons posted their updates on Facebook and decided to post one for La Cave, and she says it has no COVID cases. La Cave's 12 stylists have served nearly 1,700 clients. Olsen said his father was a good thing in Boston. It shows that a lot of things were going well as long as they're doing the required protocols, and it settled a lot of people's worries. And we're being diligent on cleaning and sanitation, wearing masks, gloves, and doing all the things that state set forward for us. Hopefully that's why we are not having any issues. Attleboro Health Agent Carolyn Perry said if there is a specific complaint is made about a salon in his office will investigate, but so far there have been none. The Wolf Salon and Day Spa in Mills has been back in business for 8 weeks with 12 stylists and over 1,200 appointments. Like Strand and Cave, it reports no COVID cases. Owner Kathleen Ozlak had plexiglass bears bait, ordered plenty of cleaning supplies, and set up a cleaning glue and offer. Stylists and technicians are trained in how to sterilize between clients. We want to let people know we're trying to do everything in the state, and we are sticking to it. And we're going by the guidelines. We wear goggles, glasses, and always have our mask on. We wear robes over our clothes that we change into between each client, and we really stayed with exactly what they've asked us to do. Initially, Ozlak admits that it was an adjustment wearing gloves and masks, but the more she and her staff do it, the easier it becomes. Most clients have written very positive things on how stuff that they felt coming in, and we just want everyone to feel comfortable as we are following these guidelines. Peter Shuttle News Time, 7:07, 7 minutes after 7 a.m. in the morning time. And it is time now for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox fall to the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium 10-3. Sox and the Yankees go at it at 7:05 p.m. at Fenway Park with Nathan Eovaldi man for the Red Sox and James Paxton man for the Yankees. Boston Bruins and Carolina Hurricanes will square for game number 3 of the Stanley Cup Eastern Conference first round game, 12 noon in Toronto. And PJ Fleck says every Gophers player he's asked supports Big Ten decision. Peter Chill News Time, 7:08, 8 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning time, and it's time now for a traffic and transit check. Baby! On the MBTA subway system looking good, and on the commuter rail on Saturday only, please board all Whistle Line trains on the platforms at Grafton and Westboro until 4 p.m. And the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England on this beautiful Saturday morning. In Provincetown vicinity, looking good. Out of the Cape, it's looking good. In southeastern Massachusetts, looking good. Boston vicinity, looking good. North of Boston, looking good. Central Mass highways are looking good. Western Massachusetts, looking good. Oh, a little slow spot around Interstate 91 on the northbound side. A little bit slow between Route 5 and Route 15 and Wilbur Cross Parkway in South Hartford, Connecticut due to some road work. Interstate 84 westbound side. A little bit slow around Route 44 in Manchester, Connecticut. And out in Connecticut, 84 otherwise is looking good from Danbury all the way down to Sturbridge, Massachusetts. 395 on the southbound side, a little bit slow around Route 2 in Norwich, Connecticut, and Route 28 eastbound side. Stop go between Route 395 and Route 32 in Norwich, Connecticut. It's a little bit slow. on Route 28 in Norwich, Connecticut. 95, looking good from New York City all the way up into Boston. Up in northern New England, looking good in New Hampshire, 393.95, looking good from 128 to the Granite State. Maine Turback looking good from York Rapids to Augusta, 295, looking good from Portland and Augusta. 95, smooth sailing from Augusta all the way up to Holton. And Interstate 89, looking good from Cork, New Hampshire, all the way up into the Canadian border. 91, looking good from Springfield, Massachusetts to Greenfield, Massachusetts at 91. Northbound side, a little bit slow around. Route 5 in April, Vermont. Peter, Chill News Time, 7:10. It's time now for our weather report. And it is a little bit of a cloudy start morning and a little bit of breezy on tap. And take a look at the tropics, the latest on Cal. 45 mile per hour winds, minimum central pressure 1,002 millibars. Located at 30.7 to the north, 68.0 to the west, and moving east northeast at 21 miles an hour. At 5 a.m., the center of Tropical Storm Cal was located in latitude 38.7 to the north, longitude 68.0 to the west, and Cal is moving to the east northeast near 21 miles an hour. And this general motion is expected to continue for the next couple of days, and a turn to the east, along with an increase in force speed, is expected early next week. Max and sustained winds on near 45 miles an hour with higher gusts. Some initial strafing is possible during the next day or so. Cal is forecast to become tropical on Sunday. Tropical storm force winds extend downwards up to 80 miles an hour from the center. Estimated minimum central pressure is 1,002 millibars at 59 inches. And the latest on Josephine. As of 5 a.m., 45 mile per hour wind gusts, minimum central pressure 1,005 millibars, located at 18.9 to the north, 58.4 to the west, and moving west-northwest at 15 miles an hour. Josephine should pass far enough to the northeast of the Leeward Islands over the weekend to prevent major impacts, and however, the interest there should continue to monitor its progress until the storm has passed over the area. Locally heavy rainfall is possible in the northern Leeward Islands, in the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, as Josephine passes by to the northeast, and actually minor flooding is possible in Puerto Rico through Monday. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast discussion. A touch of fall arrives this weekend with high temperatures only in the 70s east of the Connecticut River and a gusty northeast wind. A few spot showers are possible later today and tonight, especially towards the coast, but the vast majority of the time will feature dry weather. Another low will likely track far enough south of the region on Sunday night to find the chance for a period of steady showers to mainly the Cape and Islands, and much of Monday may turn out to be dry, but an upper level disturbance may bring some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms late Monday night. Seasonable temperature return to Tuesday and continue at the end of the work week with dry weather dominating. And unseasonably cool and blustery, making for sweatshirt weather in eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, as western Massachusetts Connecticut will be considerably warmer with more sunshine, and high surf advisory are issued for most beaches, and previous forecasts will track for low cloud stratus deck as roughly overspread eastern Massachusetts over the past hour. And this trend should continue over the next 1 to 2 hours with low clouds overspread in central Massachusetts and Rhode Island and parts of eastern Connecticut. As prior forecast noted, the rain heating will limit the road to western extent of low clouds across the western Massachusetts, western Connecticut, particularly west of the Connecticut River. The result will be a wide range of temperatures from highs only near 70 on the coast to between 80 and 85 in the lowest Connecticut River Valley. Dry weather will generally prevail despite an abundance of cloudiness, but a few brief spot showers may occur across eastern New England and northeast wind gusts of 25 to 35 miles an hour, with the strongest of those gusts across the Cape now. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. A slight showers after 1 p.m. for today. Most of the skies at mid-morning, then becoming cloud skies. High 72 degrees and northeast at about 7 to 14 mile an hour. Gust size 25 mile an hour. Chances 20%. For tonight, chance showers may after 4 a.m. Mostly clouds at low about 61 degrees and northeast at about 5 to 9 mile an hour. Gust size 20 miles an hour. Chances 30%. For Sunday, chance showers may between 10 a.m. and noon. Mostly clouds at about 76 degrees and east at about 8 mile an hour. Chances 30%. For Sunday night, chance showers, clouds got low about 62 degrees and east at about 6 mile an hour. Coming in an evening, chances 40%. New Christmas between the 10 and 12 for Monday. Slight chance showers before 10 a.m. Mostly cloudy, high about 77 degrees, and east at about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chester's 20% for Monday night. Slight chance showers, then the chance showers and thunderstorms after 10 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 61 degrees. Calm wind, chance to 30%. Tuesday, a chance showers between noon and 4 p.m. Mostly South got high at 84 degrees. Conway coming westbound 5 miles in the afternoon. Chance is 30% for Tuesday night. Mostly clear sky with low at 61 degrees and calm wind. Wednesday, mostly south skies have at 85, low 63 degrees and light and variable southwest wind. For Thursday, chance showers, part to south at 85 degrees and calm wind coming in southwest around 6 miles in the afternoon. Chance is 30%. For tonight, part to with low at 65 degrees, southwest about 5 miles an hour coming in the evening. And for Friday, mostly south skies have at 85 degrees on this August 15th, 2020, on a Saturday morning. And viewers, hope you have a good morning and a goodbye day. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, and be well. Hope you have a wonderful day and a good morning and a good Saturday in town.